Greetings, surface dwellers of the internet. I am the Cybermole. January has ended, 2026 has begun, and we on the farm are looking for knives. Last year, we started many projects and finished basically only truly one of them, digging out the axle breaker. This year, we are trying to finish some of those projects that we started, and one of the projects was actually started before I started filming and before we got the tractor. Before the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic shutdown, I had been attacking roughly a 2-acre stripe next to our driveway, clearing out the brush between the trees. And I was doing it with hand tools. A lot of this work happened in summer and fall and late spring, where we have dry soil, so I could not uproot the stumps after cutting down the bush, and they remained for several years. And fresh brush grew back in between while I waited for those roots to rot out. And as you can see by the need to bulldoze, some of those roots did not actually rot out, almost 5 or 6 years later. So we're finally finishing a project. Now, why do I refer to these stumps as knives? Well, when we first got the tractor, I started bulldozing some of these stumps, and new tractor, new lessons. And I disemboweled the tractor. The photographs you see here are from the damage that I did to our hydraulic transmission filter. On our tractor, the transmission, where all the gearing is, and the hydraulic fluid for the scooping bucket at the front go through the same filter. They're all tied into each other. And I successfully ran over one of these manzanita stumps. One more reason to hate manzanita. And ripped it out. I ripped out this key component, and I have no interest in repeating that mistake again, or spending that $1,000 for repair again, especially after inflation. So, here in January, and I suspect in February as well, hopefully not all the way to March, although if we can get some rain, climate change. January has been dry. January has been terribly dry for us. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I suspect we will continue digging up knives in an effort to finish this project. And for those of you who have noticed, I'm speaking a little bit more off the cuff here with my speech, as it were. I am going to continue with my research and script writing for things that need to be researched and scripted. More video journal kind of stuff that I'm doing is I'm going to take a stab at just speaking off the cuff, speaking free form. Again, last year I mentioned that this is part of me learning public speaking. Guess what? Here we are, public speaking. Here we are, getting more comfortable behind a microphone. I wonder what else I'm going to end up improving for myself. February is going to involve a puppet. I know that. I need to hammer out that puppet. To figure out what I'm talking about concerning a puppet, please like, subscribe, and activate notifications. February, unless lesson 1 from last year, life getting in the way, truly does interrupt me again, February should have some major updates for the channel.